Hey mermaids, if you like what you hear, please subscribe. It will encourage me to create more content for you. And also check out my Instagram and Reddit. It's open! Hey. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't leave the door unlocked, but I knew you were coming. Okay, if it's that important to you, I will go lock it. Pour yourself a drink. It's on the table. Yeah, it's a good stuff. I have already had a couple of glasses, so you have some catching up to do. No, trust me. You are going to want to catch up. You know where the glasses are. Help yourself. Have a seat when you are done. In fact, bring the bottle back with you. No use getting up and down if we are just gonna keep drinking. I will just be a minute locking the door. That was easy. There. You happy? Shish, you always were paranoid. Don't give me that look. We have known each other since we were teenagers. Just because we started off a little rocky doesn't. Yeah, rocky. Have you forgotten that we didn't want anything to do with each other at first? To be honest, I thought you were just some snobby rich kid who didn't have any personality. It wasn't until we started school and I saw you in your element and I realized how awesome you are. I couldn't tell but hard you were truly talented, even back then. No, it's called nostalgia, and it's good for you. Alright, laugh it up. Just be careful and don't spill your drink on my couch. Remember how I couldn't stop complimenting you and hanging on after that? You were making a show of being angry at me, but you were just covering your embarrassment. You were too embarrassed. No, because when you are embarrassed, you always set your lips in a thin, hard line, like you are doing right now. Yeah, you can have a refill. Have as much as you want. I brought it especially for today. No, I'm good now. I didn't think it would take this long. Hey, watch yourself. Of course it's strong. I wouldn't skimp on the alcohol. You probably just need to eat something. The pizza is already on the way. Your head will be fine after you get a few slices in you. I wanted to tell you back then, but I was too scared. It took a long time for me to realize I had fallen in love with you. Yeah, you heard me. No, don't do that. Don't look so surprised. You didn't know because you didn't want to know. I'm sorry, but you have to understand that this has been a long time coming for me, okay? Just cut me some slack. At first, I didn't even recognize it as love. I thought I just admired my awesome, talented friend. But as we got older and you started dating, I had to confront my true feelings. I was jealous. I wanted all to myself, but I convinced myself that you couldn't see girls like that, especially not me. I thought it didn't matter that you couldn't love me back. I just wanted to stay close to you. You are my best friend, and I never wanted to risk our friendship for any reason. But then we met them. You were so obviously in love with them from the day one. Of course, I could tell. I know you better than anyone. I saw the way you acted around them. I heard the way you talked to them, about them. You weren't very subtle, you know. I was certain they would notice, and my greatest fear was that they would reciprocate. I felt like there was this hole in my gut whenever they were around. At first, that hole was filled with anguish, but as it became clear that they were completely obvious to your feelings, I started to feel something else. I didn't want to admit it, but it was anger. If you could love them, then why couldn't you love me? Then I realized it wasn't your fault and I shouldn't be angry with you, and then I was mad at myself from blaming you. I never wanted to feel anything but love for you. When I realized that you weren't going to be making any moves on them, I figured that this annoyance would always be in my way, in our way. You were never going to notice me if all you could see was them. Even after all this time, they still hasn't noticed your feelings. But I can see how much you still love them. No, don't deny it. You can't hide anything from me. How many times do I have to say it? I know you better than anyone. You are wrong. I know everything about you and about what you are feeling right now. I know you weren't there to confess because you don't want to lose your ability to stay close to them. You are afraid they will abandon you if they find out that not only are you in love with another person, but that person is them. You are afraid they will be disgusted, even feel betrayed. They will think that all the time you have been friends has been a ploy, that none of it was real. You are afraid that you will hurt them as much as they will hurt you. I know all of this because it's exactly what I have been feeling for years. It's the same torment that you have failed to notice in me for years. But what you are feeling for them isn't love. You only think it is. If you really loved them, you would be happy for them. But ever since they announced their engagement last month, you have been deeply disturbed. Yes, you are. I can tell you are not taking care of yourself. You are losing weight. There are dark circles under your eyes. And you haven't bothered to style your hair the last few times I have seen you. The last time I was over at your place, you didn't have anything in your fridge except energy drinks and frozen burritos, and it looked like you hadn't cleaned in weeks. Dirty dishes, dust bunnies, laundry piled up. What you need is some time away from everything to sort out your feelings. Someone has to step up and take control of your life for you, so you don't have to worry about the minutiae of everyday life and can focus on yourself. So you can come to realize who is really there for you, who really deserves your love. That's what I'm going to do for you. How? Well, I'm going to make sure you get all the time you need to make the right decision. Don't worry, I have already taken care of most of the details. We won't be missed. You feel sick? Yeah, that's probably my fault. I wasn't sure how much to use since I was just coating your glass. I just have to make sure there was enough to get past the liquor. Easy now. Don't try to stand up. You will only make it worse. Where do you think you are going? You won't even be able to undo the door chain in your state, let alone drive. There now. Back on the couch, where it's safe. As soon as you stop struggling and close your eyes, you won't feel sick anymore. Hurt you? How could you even think that? No, I would never hurt you. How could you even think that? I love you more than anything. That's why I had to do this, you see. I'm your best friend. So it's up to me to make sure you never have to suffer. Don't you worry now. I'm going to fix it. When you wake up, I will make sure you never have to think about them ever again. We will go back to it being just the two of us. Only this time, it will be right. It will be the way it's supposed to be. We will be together for the rest of our lives. I will see you soon, my love.